Arms. 3 attacks now in just a week. Shark spotters now armed with rifles. And we fly overhead tonight, families still in the water. Also breaking, the plane on the tarmac, the CDC rushing in, a dozen passengers getting sick on the same flight. The tropical system barreling toward the coast tonight, and the storms from Texas to Pennsylvania. Flash flood watches in New York. It's official, Jeb Bush is in and taking aim at Hillary Clinton. And Mrs. Clinton talking about age and breaking a barrier. And the resignation, the NAACP leader who allegedly claimed she was black. Her siblings now speaking out tonight. They say she's white.
From ABC News World Headquarters, this is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Monday night. And we begin with the shark attacks in North Carolina. One beach, 2 attacks, 90 minutes apart. And authorities say this hasn't happened in decades. The first 911 call at 4:12 p.m. Sunday afternoon, an hour and a half later, a second victim 2 miles down the beach, and all of it coming just days after another shark attack 30 miles away. Tonight here, you will hear those 911 calls as we get late word on the victims. The 12-year-old girl seen there, people trying to help her, face down on the beach. One woman looking on in horror, and the other victim, a 16-year-old boy, each attacked in shallow water. And look at this, an image taken from the water's edge. That's a fin there, and ABC's Matt Gutman leads us off from the scene.
The chopper skimming the water, boats hunting a silent predator blamed for 2 horrific maulings in waist-deep water. The first attack happened around 4 p.m. Sunday right off the pier on Oak Island Beach.
There's a girl whose hands been bitten off by a shark.
That 12-year-old girl bitten in her arm and hip, bystanders dragging her to the sand helpless, furiously trying to save her life. Onlookers like this woman horrified. Then just 90 minutes later, another attack, just 2 miles up the beach, and another frantic call.
911, you have a severe emergency. Oh my gosh! Hello? There's somebody attacked by a shark.
This time a 16-year-old male victim, also airlifted to a nearby hospital. He lost his arm. Both are in stable condition tonight, but the horror of the twin attacks even stunning authorities here.
Have you ever encountered an incident where you've had 2 shark attacks of that kind of severity in the same day?
I have not encountered in my 16 years 1 shark attack.
Despite the attacks, the beaches remain open for business. We went up for our own bird's eye view, seeing families in the water, and the spot where a beachgoer captured this picture of 2 fins in the shallows.
The sheriff's office says there was a sighting. It may have been a shark, it may have been something else.
Right after we headed out on the water with Sheriff John Ingram.
We spotted a couple of sharks close to the surf that were about 7 foot long.
About the approximate size that people think may have attacked the kids yesterday?
Well, it's certainly similar to the size.
David, now the sheriff says that the sharks they saw this morning and the sharks they saw yesterday right after the attack were probably 7-foot-long bull sharks. Now he says men up in those helicopters and in the boats are authorized to shoot them if they see them. David?
All right, Matt Gutman in North Carolina. Matt, thank you. Now to a developing headline from LAX Airport in Los Angeles. A flight from Fiji landing in LA. Reports of at least 12 passengers sick. The CDC waiting when they touch down. ABC's David Curley covers aviation for us.
When the Fiji jetliner touched down at LAX, a dozen Americans reported being ill. The Centers for Disease Control on the scene, containing all 272 people on board. Fire trucks and medics quickly surrounding the A330 jetliner. Of the 12 who reported symptoms of nausea and vomiting, a 19-year-old male requested to go to the hospital, taken by wheelchair to one of those waiting ambulances. The overnight flight from Fiji landed just a few minutes after its scheduled arrival. All of the passengers, including those reporting symptoms, were taken to a secure area as CDC personnel look for the cause of the illnesses.
The investigators have already learned that all 12 Americans, while not traveling together, were staying at the same hotel. All those on board have now been released by the CDC, David.
David Curley live in Washington. David, thanks. Now to the storms hitting tonight. Millions of Americans from Texas up to Chicago, across to New York, bracing for dangerous weather. Flash flood watches in 15 states now, and all eyes on the Gulf of Mexico, too. What could become a tropical storm barreling toward the coast. These images out of Norman, Oklahoma. Drenching rains, rescues underway. A dangerous commute home in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And in San Antonio, this is Interstate 35, cars navigating the floodwaters. And here's the radar at this hour. Storms from the south all the way up to the northeast. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z in a moment. But first, ABC's Candace Gibson in Galveston, where they are bracing for a rough night.
David, good evening. Take a look. The waves are really starting to whip up here in Galveston. Emergency managers are really watching this storm very carefully. Their biggest concern tonight, flash flooding. You recall Texas coming off the wettest month ever in May. Storms last month dumping 35 trillion gallons in water, leaving behind $45 million path of destruction. Tonight, Galveston officials sending out alerts to drivers to look out for flooded roadways. They expect anywhere from 5 inches to a foot of rain in the coming hours. David?
The churning waters already. Candace, thanks. Let's get right to Ginger now, who's got the late storm track.
There are flash flood warnings right now from downtown Chicago back to parts of Oklahoma, and this is the setup, David. A big high-pressure system in the southeast, stifling heat under there, but you can see where the moisture is pooling up into Louisiana and Texas already. What will likely become Tropical Storm Bill will take these paths. This is kind of the computer model showing you where it would go. Flash flood watches for much of eastern Texas, parts of Oklahoma and Arkansas, and you can see why. You could see a half foot or more in the coming days in eastern Texas. So that's where we're concerned for now. But tonight, it's more of a frontal boundary that's headed anywhere from Iowa over to western New York. That's where we see flash flood watches. The worst of it will be over tomorrow for this part.
A messy night ahead. Ginger, thank you. Tonight, major new developments in that manhunt. The 2 convicted killers on the run after that daring prison break. The search now entering its 10th day, but after that town in upstate New York was sealed off for a time last week, now officials revealing the convicts could be as far away as Mexico. And tonight, that prison employee accused of helping them escape, seen here in prison stripes, shackles, a bulletproof vest, as she makes her way into court. Authorities now revealing what they say was her original plan. Here's ABC's Gio Benitez.
Tonight, Joyce Tilly Mitchell is seeing the jailhouse bars from the other side, wearing that black and white jail outfit as she faces a judge. A far cry from the prison tailor shop where she met convicted murderers David Sweat and Richard Matt, who the prosecutor says convinced her to help them break free.
Matt was giving her that friendship, I guess, that she basically groomed her to the point of assisting them in escaping from Clinton Correctional.
Now prosecutors say Sweat and Matt planned the escape for 5 months. Mitchell allegedly smuggling in speed bag boxing gloves, lighted eyeglasses, and the blades and tools used to bust out. Then she was to be the driver of the getaway car. There's the prison right there, and right over here, that is the manhole where those 2 men emerged from. Then prosecutors say the men were supposed to walk just 2.5 blocks. That's where Mitchell was going to pick them up, right here at this power plant. According to prosecutors, the plan was to drive 7 hours to remote woods, only accessible by ATVs. But Mitchell never showed, instead checking herself into a hospital, complaining of a panic attack. But tonight, the key question, where are Sweat and Matt right now? Up until Friday, investigators were still searching the prison, which means there's been no confirmed sighting since that escape 10 days ago.
We don't know if they are still in the immediate area or if they are in Mexico by now.
And here tonight at the county jail, Joyce Mitchell is behind bars. She just met with her defense attorney moments ago, and David, he tells us she is distraught.
Gio Benitez with us tonight. Gio, thank you. And now to the race for 2016. The big new contender tonight, Jeb Bush, making it official now, saying he will run to win. Now the 11th Republican to get into the race. Our ABC News Washington Post poll revealing in a head-to-head race with Hillary Clinton, it would be very close. Clinton ahead by just 3 points. And tonight, many pointing to this image, Jeb's new campaign logo and the name that's not on it. ABC's Tom Yamas covering every step of the Bush campaign for us tonight from Miami.
I will run with heart.
In English and Espanol, Governor Jeb Bush now officially in the race.
And I will run to win.
His mother Barbara watching in the front row, but no Bush 41 today and no Bush 43. No accident. The new candidate's message, he's his own man.
Not one of us deserves the job by right of resume, party, seniority, family, or family narrative. It's nobody's turn. It's everybody's test.
You won't even find the Bush name on his campaign logo, just Jeb. Who is he? A doer, not a talker, he says. The former Florida governor taking a subtle jab at the many U.S. senators he's now competing against.
There's no passing off responsibility when you're a governor. No blending into the legislative crowd.